Hello, you're welcome to today we're talking about Ethlend. So I've been going through this ICO for a while now, so I decided to do a review on this ICO. Now, I this Ethlend is not something you will ignore. You cannot ignore this. You can't ignore this. So I'll be going through many of the stuffs about this ICO. There already This is their timeline and many others. Okay, so let me go through some of the research I did. Now, one of the things about this Ethlend is a blockchain bank where you can borrow your money to people. Now, this is not uh, platforms where you stake your money like Bitcoin or Etcoin. No, this one is entirely different in itself. And what Ethlend seeks to do is they they seek to bring in a decentralized lending platform. That is, no one can receive loans without paying back. If you loan somebody your money, they must pay you back. So let's take for example, you want to do something and you want to borrow some money. You must pay back because the system obliges you to pay back. Now, you'll be wondering how would they be able to do that? It's considering the fact that cryptocurrencies currently and no one can do some chargebacks or um, once you send the transaction, it's already sent. How would they do this? Let me explain it to you. One of the things they will do is that they will bring secure lending with digital as and ENS domains. Now, what does it mean? Let's say you have Litecoin, but you intend participating in an ICO, but you do not wish to sell the Litecoin. You can give it to Ethlend. You can give it to Ethlend system. Your Litecoin as a collateral, and when you pay back the loan, your Litecoin is released. Now, what does that mean? Let's take for example, you have some coins. You have MainSafe, you have Goldland, you have many of these coins, and at the same time you want to participate in an ICO or you want to use money for something and you don't have enough money, and you still say time you don't want to sell these things. What should you do? You give Ethlend this your coins as a collateral. Is what the amount is what it's as a collateral. Then what? You they give you the the interior or whatsoever, and you're able to participate in whatever you want to use the money for. Now, once it's time for the collateral and the time for the loan expires and you don't pay, they sell those coins and they recover their money. It's like your bank. When you go to the bank, you say you want to borrow money. They ask you for collateral. What is it that you can put down and say, okay, hold this thing as a sign or a proof that I will pay. If I don't pay, sell it. So that is how the system is. It also has a reputation based lending. Now, what that means is you've gone to Amazon, or let's try and see Amazon. Now, when you buy things at Amazon or wheresoever, AliExpress, you will see that. No, let me use AliExpress. You will see that the products, there are some products you will see the how will I put it? You see people giving a review, maybe 4.5 out of 5. Like, just trying a kind of is it's like a kind of rating that is being done on a product. So, with no one able to manipulate records on the blockchain, Your record of how you secured and paid back loans will reflect on your reputation. So there will be a system that whenever you pay back the loans, it will tick it. You see this? This is what I mean. This is your reputation. Like this, as you see this guy, that's 3.5, 3.9, sorry, out of 5 stars. Now, this is how it will be. You see this product, that is how they've scored it. Now, let's see this product. So this is 3.7. Now, that is how the Ethlend will be. So there will be a reputation. If you don't have, if you're not paying, if you don't pay back, and you force them to sell your what you give as what you give as collateral, next time you will not be able to what to buy. No, nobody will be able to give you loan, and because they will go through your profile. It says this guy does not have very good profile. Now, one other thing again about the project is they will have, you will see all this in the white paper. Now they will have what they call oracle feeds. You see that in the white paper. Now, yeah, the blockchain is going to meet social media. Your profile on social media can be integrated into what the Ethlend system. So your profile on social media can be integrated into the Ethlend system, as you can see here. Feeds from centralized credit institutions. Ethlend provides a gateway for credit institutions and centralized data to broadcast and centralized data to be broadcasted on the user's decentralized credit rating profile. Additionally, oracles can be used to provide feeds from social media for creating a more complete profile. Now, there's what we call crowd lending. Now, crowd lending, Ethlend we introduce the option for crowd lending where the risk is shared among multiple lenders. Let's take for example, someone wants to borrow $500. Now, they could share it between, let's say, 10 persons. The risk becomes very low. So you have different people that are providing this money. Then another one again is there's an established prediction market and AI bot creators. So we have AI bots, creators, and other stuffs. Now there will be a simplified user experience. It's not be a complicated process where you have to do this or that. It's very simple. Then another thing about this system you have to know is that Ethlend provide a decentralized solutions to avoid loss of capital and to make one true global lending market available. This, unlike the traditional system where you collect loans and after giving you the loan, they will tell you that they will have to charge you an extra money on the loan, and when you are paying back and also extra money. No, this one is not so. Now, another thing about this system is you can tokenize anything that has value. Now, due to this flexibility, assets such as real property, company shares, and commodities can be placed on a token and pledged for what? For a loan. Now, this is what it means. Now, this is what we're talking about. Due to this flexibility, assets can such as real property, company shares, and commodities can be placed on a token and pledged for a loan. Now, what this means is that with this, where this system is going now, people can actually tokenize their house. There will be an integrated system where you can pledge your house, you can pledge artworks, You can pledge commodities, you can pledge company shares because it's a very big project. Remember, the cryptocurrency is going, it is going in a more better way. So it will be adopted by many institutions. Now you see, it's a trustless, how they seek to solve the problem of trustlessness using the blockchain. You see, there is transparency, of which I've explained that nobody will be able to manipulate the records. And you see, democracy and access to finance. Nobody will be able to determine if you receive or you do not receive loans because there are no big parties there. This is what I just explained. You could tokenize your house, your car, and the rest. Now they give the reasons why they are using Ethereum network because of the smart contract, and you see there are many other stuffs. Now, one of the things you must know is that these guys are working with different softwares. Sorry, like they will be working with MetaMask, so you will not need to actually install this software on your system directly, like this decentralized app. So they will be working with platforms. I don't know if you've heard of Meta MetaMask.io. Let's open it. So decentralized app, these are apps that function with any governing bodies. So Ethlend seek to use these systems. So like it's an extension like this, you see. So they want to make it very accessible to everyone. And the question is, should you invest in the ICU? You should invest. Now, there was a research I did. Let's go through this. Let's type on Google and say bank loans interest rates by countries. When I saw this, I shouted. When I was doing the research, I shouted. But you will see what Ethlend seeks to do. Now, this is Wikipedia. This is Wikipedia. Now you see countries by what? Commercial bank prime leading rates. Now, with Ethlend, someone is able to give loan. Someone in the US is able to give loan to someone in any part of the world. Let's say someone in country A is able to give loan to someone in country B. There is nothing like plenty. It will not take any time. It is fast. It is global. You don't know you are giving a loan to. You don't know what the person want to use. It is transparent. Now look at these countries. Madagascar, 60%. Look at the loans, the percent. You see? You see how much it's so high. Now, how would Ethlend be? Ethlend will be charging less than 1%. Yeah. So you should actually look into this project and take your time and study it because it's going to be an exciting project. An exciting project. It's not you don't have to joke with this. You don't have to joke with this. It's going to be an exciting project. Yeah. It's going to be an exciting project. Thank you. Bye.